Hey, good morning, Whittler Dave. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine, Brian. How you doing?
Ah, wonderful.
Uh,
Looks like you've been drawing some more patterns and stuff I see here.
yeah, I've got a bunch of them. That's my brain on steroids. Just patterns. And what these were, this one's mine, but what these are is women years ago used to sew material.
Uh-huh.
And they'd cut it out and they'd sew these Santa Clauses, which, that's not one. But anyway, they would sew patterns and stuff together and make out of material. So I find them and I redraw them to my liking. So I got something new coming out. My brain's on steroids.
So you got your gnome door all
Yeah, there's the
finished
little
up there.
gnomes. There's like, listen. Somebody's knocking.
Come in.
And I carved these, yes. I like carving gnomes. And I sat out by the tree yesterday and just whittled little gnomes. Just out of scrap. That's how a little pipe is. Just scrap wood. Working on the duck. And then here's the people I was doing the other day.
Uh-huh.
I love this wood. And this is all God-given. This is all natural. Somebody one time asked me if I glue the white in. Nope. It's all natural.
Turned out nice.
That one's nice. And there's that little pumpkin guy I was doing. The little pumpkin house. Just made out of scrap. You guys have seen this big gnome before. I was showing it to people. But anywho, I like carving snowmen. I like snowmen better than Santa Clauses. I always did. They're odd. I'm odd. Nope.
Uh-huh.
Don't you say nothing.
Although I should take offense to that.
Oh, yeah. Brian looks like Santa Claus. He's got a big white beard and everything. We're just going to set some lines. That's his hat. And this made out of sugar pine. I thinned it down this morning. I didn't get fancy. I just ran it across the bandsaw and ripped the back. Just made it a little bit thinner because this right here, you can tell that's 3/4 right there. So I took a little bit out just to give it a little bit of love. Had a lot of rain last night. Watered the garden. Oh, wait a minute. I don't got a garden. Got flowers.
Yeah.
And happy Labor Day to everybody. I hope everybody has a good day. The way it looks here, it's supposed to rain a little bit more here in Tennessee. So we'll wait and see. Just seen Mom and her babies. Her cubs were out.
Uh-huh.
They were out playing this morning and rooting around. And then we got, what'd you say, 6 baby kittens?
Yep.
They've set up residence in this motel back behind my house. There's a hole in the roof, or actually in the face frame, and they crawl back in there, and that's their house now. So they've got residence in. There was a calico. What are the colors, Brian?
There's a couple black ones. There's tabby, and I don't know. Some mixed ones.
We thought there was only, 5, and now you said there's 6.
Uh-huh. They keep popping up.
They like their condo back there.
Yeah.
Well, it's safe from any predators. They're up high and lots safe. Because when you have bears in your yard like I do all the time, Mama's got to protect them. We're just setting the hat brim. That's all we're doing. Yes. Just a regular old knife. Doing a little whittling. Nothing fancy. My friend Jim got all his package stuff, and the other gentleman got his witch kitty the other day, so that made me happy. I never really sent anything really big that in a while, so I was glad to hear that everybody got all their stuff. And haven't met Jim yet. I can't wait. He's supposed to come in hopefully next year. Maybe we can get him on film and y'all can meet him. Can you get that, Brian? My big old finger's in the way. A little swoop-de-doo in this hat. Gotta be careful right here because you'll break that. You can cut that right off. And how do I know that? It's awful thin. You know, do a little chatter in these. Just take your knife and lay it down, chatter that hat and everything. Don't make it perfect. It's like an old wrinkled hat. If my thumb falls off, I'm going to glue it back on, Brian.
There you go.
I just bought
You got enough glue.
Well, I just bought some new super glue, and I'm telling you, I read the instructions, and it said, don't get it on your fingers and touch yourself, basically. Well, I had to find out the hard way, and it says it dries instantly. Well, they're not lying. It dries very instantly. Right there. Stand up there. And that ain't a bad price. 2 bottles for around $9. There's a thick and a thin. And it's cheaper than CA glue. The CA glue, I love. Woo! Time you buy Activator and everything else. I got that off of Amazon. So, look that up, folks. I like that. And then, of course, the other glue, I'm not sponsor about it, but always remember Wellbond. I found that a long time ago, and I love Wellbond. And that is an excellent glue. I glue a lot of my stuff together with that now. I built furniture with it, and it's held up great. Still not used to standing up and carving on a table. But I wanted to try this trick so everybody could see it. Let's take you down. Little angle ruler here. Yeah, I've got to draw some more people. I love this angle. Like I said, this was just a cut off a piece of scrap, and I just draw to that shape right there. And I like how it leans. I do. By accident, I found that over in the scrap box, and I thought, oh, I'll just draw the rest of it. And it just come out to me. And the white, that's my favorite part. I love the white.
You're telling me you have a scrap box? The only thing I see is a Jenga pile.
Yeah, Brian calls it my Jenga pile. It's my pile of gold, is what I tell people. It is. I'm going to go into this little knife. A little bit thinner blade. Take less chances of shearing something off. But that's what you always want to have super glue to. You know, you like, oops. Let's go back to this. Because sometimes you just got to repair your own carvings. Or your finger. That stuff right there, I was reading the instructions and it said be very careful. It said to use gloves. I'm like, yeah, right, I don't use gloves. And I got it on my finger the other day and I touched my other finger. And yeah, it's true. It was instant. And I'm like, oh, I know how this is going to go. And I had to rip them apart. And then, like I said, I may do the eyes in this one here. Just little eyes like this. These are just drawn in real fast. And then just a little crazy little face when I get to that. There's no sense of worrying about it right now. And I tell you another place you can get patterns, and that's coloring books. Kids' coloring books. You can go and, the Christmas coloring books are going to be coming out. Look at them. Then you can, all you need is a basic shape, and then add your rough lines later. All your shirt lines and your scarves and stuff like that. But coloring books are wonderful for people, and it's a cheap pattern. And you got one, you can run a copy off of it and have them for life. Your big fingers are in the way, Brian. I haven't learned to hold the knife and carve.
Kind of hard to carve without them.
Yeah, let's turn this down like this, like it's flowing. Yeah. Yeah, you can see how it's coming out. You can see the scarf. That's the center of that scarf. I'll turn all those edges down. Add some doodaddies to it. Well, I guess since it's September the 1st, Brian, I'm going to have to start setting up for that show at the church.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it.
I know. I thought today was still August, and, well, I was wrong. I did. Brian had to retell me. I don't worry about holidays anymore. When I was in business, in my construction business, I always had to worry what day it was, and, and this and that. And I don't worry about that anymore because I'm not in business with construction. I don't have an itinerary booked for customers like I used to. I lived off that book. Told me dates and times and places that I needed to be, and put a little swoopy-doo right here, Brian.
Oh.
Do a little undercut because we want to raise that right there up. Where that scarf is laying in right there, that has to be under. And I tell people, make sure you cut your back edge. That way it just looks, to me, in my opinion, it just looks better. You do it the way you want, but I like that back edge to lay over a little bit. Just strop that knife and have the strop right there. We wouldn't have liked that, Brian, would we, when we were kids?
It wouldn't have been a strop.
No.
It would have been a strap on your backside.
Yep. I'm just going to get her roughed out. This one should be lower because this is on top. This was where it wraps around. So that's what I'm doing here. Yes. I'm hoping to sit outside today and do a little wood carving without getting totally drenched.
Yeah, it's not too hot yet.
Well, the heat doesn't bother me now. Come on. Nope. Brian wants 30-degree weather year-round.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I told him he needs to move to Alaska, and he said, no, North Pole. He wants. You think your wife would move to North Pole?
Sure. Build her a nice warm igloo.
An igloo? It better be warm. It was snowing in Alaska the other day.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
have friends that live in Alaska, and it was snowing. I'm like, nope, too early. But if you live there, you gotta It's the price you pay and where you live.
Uh-huh.
Can't gripe about it. That's where you move to. I got one friend that lives in Fairbanks. See, I get to go all these places because they send me pictures of it and I didn't have to leave the house. Cheap traveling. I almost went to Alaska when I was younger. Considered it. I actually considered moving there because at one time, cold didn't bother me and I love the outdoors so much. But other things in life proceeded. Didn't know. Looking like yep, he's getting there. A lot of cleanup. A little doodaddy cleanup and a little this and a little that. And he'll eventually get there. And I don't know, I may to add this. You know how it has the strings at the bottom?
Uh-huh.
I'll carve this in there and I'll probably just, that way it looks like it's running too long. It needs to have, when I get to that, it needs some little string things. Like that. I'll add that to there. It's an involved carving. It involves each time and this is the first one. When I do another one, I'll change it even more. I can't leave nothing alone. Put some bends right there. Like it's flowing. That's that gentleman's knife that I bought at the carving show last year, Brian.
Uh-huh.
And I just we were supposed to sell these and all that, and unfortunately, folks, he lost his life, and I tell you what, I wouldn't take that knife right there is worth $100. It is. He made some of the nicest knives, and I wish I would have bought all of them that day, but you never know. You never know. But the man could make knives. I mean, literally. I've stropped this one time in a year, and it just stays sharp. I don't have to strop it like my other knives, and I use it quite frequently when I do detail work. Little stuff. Stays very sharp. I'm not worried about the face. I normally don't draw those faces, but I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like after I put the face in. It's kind of fruitless to put the face in while you're carving. That's why I said coloring books are great, because they don't have hard lines. It has, soft lines, and just draw that and then draw your hard lines in later. I don't like it. This is the knife that Gene Metzer gave me. When I first met him, he gave me that knife. Gene, like I said, Gene is a wonderful person, folks. you want to learn character carving and that's your thing, you know, watch Gene's videos. You're going to learn a lot. Man, and he's not a carver. I restate that. He likes to be known as a whittler. He wants to be known that he's just a whittler. He likes to whittle. It's like this right here. This is just pure whittling. Is your arm wearing off, Brian? I'd come up with you a stick or something. He starts out holding it. Then he leaned on me a while ago. Now he's on his arm. This man here works all the time. He's like from us, you know, us old people. We work all the time, don't we, Brian?
Yep.
He works constantly, and I mean constantly. Puts in more hours than an average person would. But that's how us older people are. We were raised different.
Yep. Do what you got to do.
Yep. Don't cry over spilt milk. You got to clean your own mess up.
Yep.
What's the time like, Brian?
21.
Yeah, we're gonna try to make this short. I told Brian I got a short one. But I try. I do. I try. I think sometimes he's going to come over and just bring his lunch because he knows me. He said here and eat. Like, yeah, sure. I just brought my lunch for the day. Well, you can get the gist of it. You got the scarf and everything. There's a lot of cleanup on this little guy. Uh-oh, George Jetson. A lot of people wouldn't know what that was, Brian. We grew up, that was a great cartoon. The Jetsons. Well, we're probably getting this cleaned up here good enough, but you can get the idea of what it's going to be like and this and that and everything. I love doing snowmen. I've got, this guy's going to be a collage. I love doing collages. So this all be broke down, several pieces. I've got some other ideas about it and everything. I'm still drawing. I see things and I just start drawing and I start adding. I always want to give recognition to other people that, you know, if they do patterns and I use it, I appreciate it, but I'm going to change it up. I don't like to copy people's work at all. But yeah, you can see it. You know, it's got to be right through here. She's still flat. Right in through here. And like I said, get it in different lighting. You know, take your carvings in your house, take them outside, look at them, and then decide, is it ready to be cleaned up or what have you. See, it's got to get dished right here because of the scarf around his hat. Little doodaddy's right here. Don't throw your scrap away. You know, don't. That's just scrap. Showed you how to draw these. Make your own stuff for your children or your grandkids or your wife or your girlfriend. Just don't throw nothing away. I don't, do I, Brian?
No, sir.
Very little. Just like little mice. I even make them smaller than that. You all seen that. It's just sitting out there on the tree and just whittling little pieces of wood. You know. Well, anywho, let's get this over with. So Brian, he's got to go back to work and everything. I appreciate everybody that has been following me and, you know, likes and everything. Push that notification button. Share my videos. And like I said, make sure you push that that thumbs up. What's that called, Brian?
Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up.
The like button.
Yeah, the like button, because, you know, and watch the whole video, because that's what helps me out. Yep. If you don't push that little thumbs up, it doesn't help me out. And then if you watch the whole video, that's what really helps me out, because it's called algorithms. I can't say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting to think, you know, people don't like the videos because I'm singing too much, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you need to sing more.
We'll see.
You know, Maybe you need to break into song. I'll take a video of you dancing and singing. Well, anywho, folks, I appreciate everybody. And Wither Dave will just talk to you later, and you all have a blessed day. And thank you.